Good morning, everyone. Back here on the Esplanade at Disneyland Resort here in Anaheim, California. About 7:30 this morning, we're headed into Disneyland. Official park opening is 8 a.m. But it looks like we'll be hopefully getting through the turnstiles here and then right onto Main Street. Of course, Disneyland is Walt's park. Walt and Roy Disney developed this park in the 50s. So above the entrance archways here at Disneyland, you do have that famous inscription by Walt. That is not his, was written far long before his dedication speech. It was actually written before park opening. However, they didn't have the plaques ready for park opening, just like many other things that weren't totally ready on park opening. Park opening was a little bit of a disaster, such that the concrete and asphalt hadn't even cured yet, and women's heels were getting stuck in the pavement. Cool little stories we'll share with you as we walk through our day. We have no set plans other than lunch, so let's get it started. So one major difference of many here at Disneyland from Disney World is the fact that Walt had an apartment here. He was down here on the weekends and often during construction. So Walt had an apartment built above the firehouse here at Disneyland. So you can see up behind me, in that window, it's a Victorian style lamp. At night, the lamp is traditionally kept on, so you'll see it glow at night. And that was the symbol that Walt was in the park. So there are tours that go up into the apartment. So if you ever get the chance, I highly encourage it. Unfortunately, we don't have that opportunity today. But maybe in the future we'll come back and go check out Walt's apartment. So behind us you can see the Matterhorn here from Main Street. The Matterhorn was, of course, inspired by Walt's trips to the Swiss Alps. The real Matterhorn and the other mountains around. Now, around the time that Disneyland opened, that was actually called Holiday Hill. It was a picnic area that was basically a pile of dirt. So they would have company picnics and family picnics and stuff out there. In the days when you would bring your own food to parks. I'd say it's a nice upgrade. Of course, the Matterhorn is the first steel tubular coaster in the world, mostly designed by Mr. Bob Gurr. Bob Gurr was a very important Imagineer. He's still around today. Encourage you to follow him on social media if you haven't already. He is quite the hoot. Alright guys, we might be the first boat on Jungle Cruise this morning. Of course, Jungle Cruise was the first attraction to break ground here at Disneyland. They did need time to get the foliage to grow before the opening of the park. So this is the original, and it's going to be pretty awesome.
Bye, beautiful. No more. Okay.
All right, friends, hello and welcome to the world-famous Jungle Cruise, where we're world famous for being famous around the world. My name is Adam, but most people call me Adam, and I'll be your skipper for the next 5 exciting days and 10 romantic nights. For your safety throughout our journey, please remain seated. Keep an eye on any children, and keep your hands, arms, feet, legs, jewelry, cameras, and hairpieces inside the boat, where you can leave your wallets on the seat. I'll pick those up at the end. And as your skipper on this journey, I will be sure to point out the first sign of danger. It's right there. And to be clear, I'm a skipper, not a captain. Captains go down with the ship. On our right, Indiana Jones is taking an expedition into the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. As you can see, it has attracted archaeologists, explorers, historians, and journalists from around the globe, all cleverly disguised as tourists. On our left is an Indo-Chinese tiger. Those tigers can leap over 30 feet. But don't worry, we're only 20 feet away, so he would jump right over us. Some people say there's alligators in this water, but that's a croc. Be careful, that's Ginger. Ginger snaps. She's one tough cookie. We're now heading into an Indian elephant bathing pool. Feel free to take any photographs. They all have their trunks on. Looks like the whole herd is out today. That's usually unheard of. See all the wrinkles on that one in the shower? That's what happens when you stay in the shower too long. You turn into an elephant. I'm just kidding. I don't shower. Hey Squirt, how's it going? Now Squirt, we're not going to get wet this time, right? Squirt, down. Thank you. Squirt, I said down. Guys, I think he's coming back. Everyone duck, 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 goose. Kidding, of course. I would never lead you into danger like that. Is that an explosion? Let's check it out. Come on, guys. Follow me. Look what the gorillas did to that Jeep. They left the lights on. Now they'll never get it to turn over. For anyone wearing yellow, try not to make any noises like a banana. They find it very appealing. They go ape. There's some bamboo on our left. Bamboo can grow 6 stories tall. Some people say 7, but that's another story. Directly ahead is Schweitzer Falls, of course named after the scientist, Dr. Albert Falls. And we're now turning onto the Nile River. The Nile is the longest river in the world. It's over 4,000 miles long. But we're going really fast, so we'll be through it in about a minute. If you don't believe me, you're in denial. On our left is an African elephant, the second most feared animal in the jungle. But on our right is the most feared animal in the jungle, his evil twin. Let me see if I can try to talk to this one. Sorry, I don't speak French. And we're now heading into the Great African Belt, home to many exotic species of wildlife. You can tell those zebras are old, they're still in black and white. And that tall one in the back, you guys know what that is? That's a tree. And the lions have settled in for their favorite meal, zebra on the rocks. And they share their meal with pride. And we finally found Skipper Felix and his crew. Hey Felix! They told him not to argue with the rhino. They always get their point across. In the end. If you look very carefully into these bushes on the left, you'll see absolutely nothing. Okay, now it looks like we're heading into a hippo pool. But don't worry, it's only dangerous when they're wiggling their ears and blowing bubbles. Uh-oh. Okay, looks like I need to scare them off, so, cover your ears. Okay, that should scare them away. Don't worry, I didn't aim anywhere near the animals. That's called a hippo shot I missed.
That was bad.
And I think we found Skipper Felix's boat, but it is quite a chimp wreck. You know, they say my job is so easy, but that's a long tail. Hey look, Annette. That's her name, Annette. You know, I think those two are in love. Every time they're together, butterflies. But those butterflies just aren't what they used to be. Caterpillars. And coming up next is the moment you've all been waiting for. The amazing, the colossal, the stupendous, the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water. Only found here at the world famous Jungle Cruise. Don't try that at home, you'll hit your head on the sink. Don't ask me how I know that. On our right is some limestone. Some people take it for granted. Now I've been told by some of the locals that this next area is a great fishing spot, and that seems to be true. The piranha are always biting. As a reminder, keep your hands inside the boat. I once had an English teacher who didn't listen. Now she teaches shorthand. The math teacher went in after her. Now he's history. Up ahead is Trader Sam's gift shop, formerly Lost and Found. If you guys want to buy a hat, we can find one that fits. At the Jungle Cruise, we know all about capsizes. See those two up there? Looks like they're trying to break a record. And that's Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Ellie, why don't you tell us a joke? Oh, she blew it. You might think that's water coming out of her nose, but it's not. And now comes the most dangerous part of our journey, the return to civilization. As we near the dock, be sure to keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. We don't want to hurt the dock. As you can see, there's a dock on the left and a dock on the right. If this is confusing, that's why it's called a paradox. And to our right, that's a paradox. If you guys had fun today, my name was Skipper Adam, and this was the Jungle Cruise. If you didn't have fun, my name was Jose the Parrot, and this was the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Wake up, Jose!
Oh, my siestas are getting shorter and shorter. You guys have been an outstanding crew. Now I need you outstanding on the dock.
And after getting off that, there's still no line for Jungle Cruise. They're all in line for Indiana Jones. Now we have a lightning lane a little later for Indiana Jones, so we won't miss it, but we're also not going to stand in line either. Now, Indiana Jones queue is one of Disney's longest queues. It's about a half-mile long. Lots of references to different George Lucas films in the queue, including Star Wars. If you keep your eyes open, you might see things for R2-D2 and C-3PO. All right, grabbed a quick breakfast in New Orleans Square. Got some Mickey beignets. Was thinking maybe churros or something like that, but Mickey beignets is just as good. Had a hot chocolate. It's about 46 degrees this morning. So we are now in line for Pirates of the Caribbean. Of course, this is the original Pirates of the Caribbean. It's been updated over time, but it is the first.
Strike your colors, you bloomin' cockroaches! Surrender, Captain Jack Sparrow, or by thunder we'll burn the city to the ground! They need a bit of persuasion, mateys. Fire at will! It's Captain Jack Sparrow we're after, and a fortune in gold. Run up your white flag, you scurvy scum, and bring me Captain Jack Sparrow, or I'll be sending you to Davy Jones.
Where'll be Captain Jack Sparrow? Speak up! Or do you fancy a swim with Davy Jones?
Tell him, Carlos, don't be cheeky. Scuttle the scum! Scuttle!
Weigh anchor now, you swabbies. What may I offer for these hearty heads? Every one an egg layer.
Not less they be laying golden eggs.
Belay there, you bilge rat.
Quit your clucking. The gentlemen want the rum. Don't ya, boy?
Without a look at this ear. He came to the treasure. Easy. Here I be, a-holding the treasure map and the key as well. What I wouldn't give to see the look on Captain Jack Sparrow's face when he hears tell 'tis only me what's got the goods.
I put a little old time rum with old Bill, right? Come on now, be a nice little pussycat.
All that blasted pocket-picking pirate.
Oh, Bill, them nice keys. Blasted black-hearted cur. Here you be, Spot. As about a nice juicy man. How do you come over here?
Oh, I can't.
All right, so we just finished up with Pirates here at Disneyland. I'd say it is a step up from Disney World. Different scenes. You do have a lot more time in the boat before you go down those drops to go under the railroad. So you have some more diorama type scenes and little rumor that has never been actually confirmed, but when they originally built the ride, they used actual skulls. Another rumor is that the skull and crossbones in the headboard of the bed in the beginning of the ride is actually real. However, Disney and no other official source has been able to confirm that. But something kind of fun to think about. I think we're going to hit Haunted Mansion next year. This is the original Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion facade sat here for several years with no ride behind it because they went back and forth until after Walt's death on what to do with the ride, whether it was to be funny or scary or a walkthrough attraction. They weren't sure. So we're going to go on the original Haunted Mansion now.
Here's the horse. Tell us that space because nobody was there. Like my space was below. I know. So we're friends now. You're like a party today. Well, they do like
So the major difference here at Disneyland with Haunted Mansion is the stretching room
Your time has come.
is actually an elevator to go under the railroad tracks. So we are going to go in there now.
As they appeared in their corruptible, mortal state.
Yeah, they fixed the balloon now. Direct your bodies away from the walls into the dead center of
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Every room is sworn to this folksy use. Part of the room is running listen.
Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and coolies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourine. Creepies and crawlies, toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond. Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing the bell.
They're assembling for swinging music, expecting a meeting to attend.
All right, that was fun. And of course, there are some scene differences between Disneyland and Disney World with the Haunted Mansion. One big one that everybody notices is the Hatbox Ghost. Now, there's been rumors and claims over the years that they're going to add the Hatbox Ghost to Disney World, but it has yet to happen. Now, the Hatbox Ghost was a concept from early on in the development of the ride, but it wasn't added until fairly recently, actually. It was a Pepper's Ghost trick that didn't work out when the ride was in previews originally. So it was removed within a few days and just recently came back within the last few years. Hatbox Ghost right here in Disneyland. We're going to figure out what we want to do next. We're over in the Critter Country area. Alright, looks like our lightning lane is open for Indiana Jones. So we're going to head that way instead. That's right around the corner. Now, Indiana Jones has just been updated with some new effects. So that'll be fun. I've never been on it. But what it is it's the same ride system as the dinosaur ride in Animal Kingdom. So we'll probably feel some similarities to how the ride functions, but obviously it is a Indiana Jones themed ride. So behind us here, you do see some scaffolding and construction walls. This was Tarzan's treehouse. They're going to be bringing it back to Swiss Family Robinson theme, just like Disney World, probably with some more up-to-date elements. There were rumors that it was going to be Encanto themed, but that proved to be incorrect. It will be Swiss Family Robinson.
You have chosen life. This path leads to timeless You looked into my eyes. Your path now leads to the gates of doom.
Swerve left! Up to the left!
Not bad. Tourist. Now, stay there for
All right, that was super fun. I have to say, in my opinion, big upgrade over Dinosaur in Disney World. Again, same exact ride system, but the effects are far better. It's not as scary, I feel, for like small kids or something. It's more of a fun ride. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do next. We've covered a good portion of Adventureland area this morning already, so we're on a good start. All right, and on to what I consider another classic, although it isn't all that old. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Now this is slightly different here in Disneyland than Disney World, due to the area it was put in, as well as some additional effects in the ride as well. So come along, we'll see the differences. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. In my opinion, Disneyland version far better than Disney World. Hopefully that changes soon. They really need to smooth out the track a little bit in Disney World and add those dynamite effects. That would be awesome. Now I've heard that Paris is the best version. Haven't been there yet, but maybe someday.
How about you tell us here? Haven't you seen anything? What? Any stormtroopers? No, but I saw a really cute one in the hotel this morning. A cute stormtrooper? Yeah. It was like pint size. Tiny.
Like R2D2 size?
Yeah.
That might
What do you think, Bart? Have you ever seen a stormtrooper in the pay-per-view? No, they might be a bit short to be a stormtrooper. I don't know.
He had his helmet under his elbow and his uniform on.
Wait, they had their helmet on?
They did. He's not a Mandalorian, so maybe it's okay.
You know, R2, if you painted your dome white, you would kind of look like a stormtrooper too.
Hi.
No matter how many times I look out to the sky.
What do you think?
He's way back, but he doesn't have
All right, so I think we've decided that we're gonna hop on the train for a ride around the park. Now, historically, when Disneyland first opened, the trains were actually owned by Walt. They were not owned by the park. So it was his model train, so to speak. And you'll notice on the Disneyland train that the seats face the interior of the park. Of course, they didn't want guests facing to the outside of the park because there are things built around Disneyland. But at the same time, it gave the opportunity to showcase some of the awesome stuff that's in the park. All right, slight change of plans. On our way to the train station, or one of the train stations, we found out that Rise of the Resistance is reopened with a potentially 30-minute standby. So we're gonna hop on this and take care of that early on in the day.
Incoming transmission from Ray. BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batuu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pokhara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Pokhara base secret. Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.
Affirmative. Transport is ready. 9-Num and I shall personally see them delivered.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Commander Poe Dameron and a squadron of X-Wings shall escort us to the rendezvous point on Pokhara.
Roger, this is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Well, no time to waste. Let's get you on your way to the General.
I'm feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
Passengers aboard TR-141, you can all take those looks off your faces as if you have no idea what you've done. You've chosen your own path. Now you're going to suffer. Get off, proceed to your right for interrogation.
For the order!
Look at how tall the ceiling is.
Keep your group together.
A spider or something? Where's that?
Leave us.
Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Fly your color. Blue, red, green.
Listen, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. A drone droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. We have a breach in detention block 3.
Cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
If anyone's packing a blaster, now's a good time. Ah! The escape pod's just below us. Wait, why are you going up? I said down. Up is bad. Up is real bad.
The Resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run. Escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
Came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
All right, I can never get enough of that ride. It really is 3 rides in one. So we are gonna make our way out of Galaxy's Edge now, hop on the train and do a run around the park. Looks like the Rise of the Resistance got very busy. We got pretty lucky. They're putting out stanchions now to keep people contained, so I think we really lucked out on that one. All right, so we're here at the New Orleans Square train station. Behind us, the telegraph office. You might hear some Morse code being pounded out. That is Walt Disney's original dedication speech being keyed out in Morse code.
Once again, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete
For those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railway. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias. We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one-and-only laughing place. If you look real hard, you can just not find it. It's where the critters are celebrating the Zippity-Doo-Dah Day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Peekaboo, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, past most of these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontiers of what more than a century and a half. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
It's a small world, but more adults live here at like the Tea Party and so much more. Once again, please remain.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. A su salida, prepárense.
Gracias. Bitte bleiben Sie im Bus sitzen, bis es zu einem vollständigen Halt kommt und Sie gebeten werden aufzunehmen. Danke.
Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto its small world just below us. And, off in the distance, a majestic Matterhorn We're now speeding forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and starships, submarines and astronauts, and look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail and us are the fun-filled roadways of the Autobahn. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astro blasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have a lot in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Now leaving for a complete trip around Walt Disney Magic Kingdom. Grand Canyon and Ranch.
And the opening for the train. Train on day 2 are seated at this time. Our next stop is going to be Main Street Station. Now before we get to Main Street though, we are going to go through the tunnel. As we enter the tunnel, we do turn layout so there is no flash photography or video lighting. As a courtesy to the people around you, once again, please no light in the tunnel overhead.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For safety, stay seated. Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children, and no flash photography. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y tenga las manos arriba de sus pies y las lentas. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash. travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who came in for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station.
Please would you kindly ask that you remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Here's Main Street Station. It is your stop for the park entrance. Friendly reminder, Main Street is the only station without any ramps or elevators. It is stairs only here. Once again, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop.
We'll be stopping at Orland Square, Eccleston Town, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and capture it back in time for the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children. First stop is Orland Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful from here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is the Orland Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Raritan. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Always good way to break up the day. If your kids are fussy or anything like that, take a ride around on the train. It's a good way for them to relax, potentially nap a little. That goes for Disney World and Disneyland. We've certainly done it at Disney World before. We're headed to our lunch reservation now. We'll be having lunch at the Blue Bayou. Now here in Disneyland, because of the differences in Pirates of the Caribbean, they actually built a restaurant in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So that's where we're going now. Alright, we just finished up with lunch at the Blue Bayou. Absolutely fantastic food. Very calm atmosphere, quiet. We didn't have a waterside table by the ride, but we had one right in front of the kitchen instead. So, wow, I am glad we did Pirates when we did. The line is literally all over the place. So we are headed now to the other side of the park to Tomorrowland to see what we can do over there. Alright, of course, coming up behind us here, we have Main Street Omnibus. You don't see these too much in Disney World anymore, but here in Disneyland, it's a daily occurrence.
Please wait until the bus has completed the full stop.
All right, and we're walking into Tomorrowland now. Tomorrowland, of course, is kind of a shadow of its former self, but overhead, all throughout Tomorrowland, you'll see what's left of the People Mover track. The original People Mover was propelled by wheels, unlike Disney World's version, propelled by magnets. They did try a couple different versions here in Disneyland, including a more of a high-speed version during the Eisner era, which unfortunately put a lot of stress on the track and caused cracks to form. So unfortunately, if they ever wanted to bring back the People Mover, some major rehab would need to occur. So someday, hopefully, we'll see vehicles up there again, but today is not that day. Alright guys, we are headed into Space Mountain. Now, Space Mountain at Disneyland is not the original. Disney World is the original. Disneyland's version is a two-person-wide vehicle. It was built after Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World opened in 1975. Wow, that was awesome. I have to say, that is a totally different ride from Walt Disney World. Feels far faster. You actually get some G-force at points. We were in the front row, so that was very exciting. I think we're gonna find another I think we're on to Star Tours here, right next door to Space Mountain. I'm gonna ride that and believe it's basically the same as Walt Disney World, but it was a 60-minute wait and we could get the Genie Plus, so we did. All right, we're gonna hop on Autopia now. Autopia is quite different from the Disney World Speedway. It's much longer, it winds through the woods. I believe there's some off-road sections. And this is an opening day attraction, believe it or not. Had some trouble early on in that era due to vapor lock in the heat. But looks like we're long past that era. It's a very popular attraction, and yeah, come along.
just like a drum. I hear your rhythm, you feel so near. Oh, California, all senses clear.
Alright guys, Autopia was super fun. I wish the Speedway at Disneyland, Disney World was like that. It would be so much better. And I'd have to say that the smell of the car exhaust is way better here than in Disney World as well. So I'm not sure if they're just different vehicles or what, but they should probably get inspired a little by what's over here. I think we're going to be making our way over to Fantasyland and seeing what we can knock out there. Not a lot of lightning lane opportunities over there, but a lot of them are opening day attractions. So we want to make sure that we get through those as well. Alright guys, as the parade was going on, we noticed the time for Matterhorn dropped to 20 minutes. Basically because nobody can get over here. So we're going to hop on the Matterhorn. Of course, Matterhorn is the world's first tubular steel coaster. It is going to be a rough ride because it is steel on concrete, but it is a very historical ride, originally designed by Bob Gurr. All right, I have to say that was super fun. Little on the rough side, but that's okay. But yeah, awesome Disney classic. So that was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Now you might remember Mr. Toad's Wild Ride used to be in Walt Disney World, and that was before my time, but you can also refer to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride as the only Disney ride where you go to hell. So we're going to see what else we got going on here. We do have a lightning lane over in Toontown. So we might head that way shortly as well.
Diddly do, you sleep till after 2. It's great to celebrity and actors like for me. Diddly do.
Now, you are working for me.
Watch out! No, this way!
What's happening?
You back here fun. Now pie for it. Right,
Mom! Please let me go. Please.
Quick, hurry up! Don't leave yet. Look out!
Pinocchio! Here it is. Home. Pinocchio's home.
All right, we're going under the arches of Mickey's Toontown here at Disneyland. This just recently reopened with Mickey's Runaway Railway, as well as a large-scale refurbishment of the entire town. Alright guys, we're currently in line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway here at Disneyland. Of course, Disney does own the El Capitan Theater in LA. So, of course, they had to put it in a fitting location here in Toontown at the El Capitan. So, we're gonna go through the lobby of the theater and hop on the ride.
Come on, Juice Man.
If you look close, all the popcorn is all different character heads. Extra hot sauce.
Testing, this thing on. Can you all hear me way back in the back?
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
Don't be shy. That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's conga!
And thanks for riding around the park with me. Now, how do you stop one of these things? I'll just check my trusty man. Let's see. Guess I'll just press all the buttons and see what happens. You don't have any other plans? Well, hey, big niggers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Alright, sounds like we're going to try to hop on Small World real quick before dinner. The Small World here is the original, and originally assembled for the World's Fair in New York. It was sponsored by Pepsi in partnership with UNICEF. Alright guys, that was fun. Small World here is generally pretty similar to Walt Disney World. However, some of the scenes are a little different. Track layout's a little different. And then they also insert some Disney characters into many of the scenes. So keep an eye out for them.
Now to take care of Snow White.
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
Magic mirror on the wall.
In this disguise, I'll fool them all. The sleeping death.
Alright guys, looks like we are closing out for the night. It's about 9:15. park's open till midnight, but we kind of got everything done that we wanted. Hope you enjoyed the footage on this trip. We're going to be heading back to the hotel. Flight out back to Boston tomorrow. So it's going to be another early day, but great closeout to the trip.